Today we're here with Jerald Cosey, Operational Leadership Development Director at American Senior Communities. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, there's currently a lot of effort being placed on workforce development to try to alleviate the shortage of healthcare workers. So how can today's professionals begin preparing for leadership positions as new workers join the force?
Well, leadership is all about influencing people. And in our industry, we're fortunate enough to have an industry that influences people to advance the care for people. So one of the ways leaders can prepare themselves is to first start out by looking for ways to serve within their community. Second of all, looking to find as many opportunities to develop leadership experiences that can transfer over into the senior healthcare industry. I had the pleasure of working in pharmaceutical sales for 18 years. 15 of those years as a sales manager. So there is where I cut my teeth in my leadership development. But then on the back end, we had the volunteer program, which allowed me to see firsthand how it feels to serve seniors living in a skilled nursing or senior living community. So between the preparation to serve and then finding leadership opportunities, at our organization, American Senior Communities, we have an AIT cohort program. So we're identifying internal and external candidates, and then they're collectively as a unit going through the AIT journey together as one. And just yesterday, one of our current class of 6 was the first to pass both her state and federal exam.
Wonderful.
So we do need leaders in this industry, and leadership development is critical to that mission.
Absolutely. I understand you're involved with a group called Graceful Moments, the mission to minimize isolation and listen, love, and learn from our revered elders, which is just beautiful. The sector and perhaps the nation learned a lot about isolation over the past couple of years, but where do you see the future of long-term care regarding how we deal with isolation?
Yes, so first of all, I want to acknowledge all the professionals in our industry for working towards engagement for the past 2 years. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. So with that, as we move from here forward, I feel like the industry is going to be focused on taking advantage of every opportunity we have to engage our residents as well as to engage our professionals. See, we have 2 different stakeholders now as we evolve as an industry. Our residents are always our stakeholders. They're important to us. They're why we go to work every day. We enjoy serving them. But on the other side, with the changes that are going on in the workplace, it's extremely important that we engage our professionals and that we give them opportunities to develop so that they can feel work satisfaction at the highest level.
Absolutely. Well, building on that idea of engagement, how can we motivate today's professionals to stay hopeful, encouraged, passionate about the work that they are doing?
Absolutely. Well, let me be clear with this. There is nothing more honorable than placing the needs of someone else before your very own. So people who are service professionals in this industry, they have to know that they're courageous, they're intelligent, they have drive, they have a lovingness about them. And with that, they bring value, because you just can't go down the street and find someone who is willing to give up their traditional life in order to serve someone else. When I'm out speaking, I like to tell my audience members, we don't have snow days. We only have go days, because in senior healthcare, you show up because we have residents depending on us, and we have professionals who are depending on having us by their side as we serve and advance senior healthcare.
It's wonderful to have the meaning and the dedication and all of that. It's so evident in long-term care professionals. What do you wish the general public knew about long-term care that they don't right now?
Well, it's funny. It's not really funny, but oftentimes people find out I'm in senior healthcare and it's like, oh, we feel so sorry. And it's like, whoa, no, hold on. Our residents are loved. There's nothing more honorable than a family figuring out what are they going to do for the next steps or the next season of their matriarch and patriarchs.
Absolutely.
So with that, I want the public to know that our residents are loved by their families as well as by the communities in which we lead. Our employees are professional. They're some of the brightest and they're some of the most loving people that I've worked with professionally. And then last but not least, what we do is honorable. And there's nothing harder than depending on people to care for people. So just know the senior healthcare industry is dedicated to advancing senior healthcare. For instance, we're at the Quality Summit. So ACA NCAL has said we're going to celebrate quality. It's part of our DNA. And the public needs to know that we're always looking for ways to improve quality. We're always looking for ways to improve outcomes. We're always looking for ways to engage our staff and engage our residents. We're truly committed to advancing senior healthcare as a profession, as an industry. Provider Magazine is part of that industry, part of that mission. And collectively, we'll get there.
Absolutely. It's wonderful. Well, thank you for being here with us today and talking about long-term care and what people should know about what an amazing industry it is.
Yes, and thank you for having me. It's been my pleasure.
Thank you.